Today we're back looking at some entitled people who suffer from main character syndrome.
Yo, what the is up, TikTok? I'm here with my boyfriend of 3 years. I think...
Can you just shut the please? Thanks.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Oh my god, no way. It's not like people aren't going to tell you to shut up whenever you're screaming in the library. Thanks, mum taught her son some mother effing manners. Honestly, I cannot stand videos like that. Like, they irritate me. You ever see videos like that and they just piss you off? I think it's the fact that he's just going out of his way to be irritating. Like, it's just not funny. The tone he used seemed like he couldn't understand why he was told to shut the F up. He was probably a bit sad because people didn't find him funny. People like him love reactions. Like, they do stuff and expect people to laugh or be freaked out. Whenever he's basically told to shut up and people ignore him, he doesn't like that. Like, he's not used to that. And yet again, if you want to do pranks, you fart pranks. Don't go into a library and start shouting. Did TikTok create some more a-holes, or did it just give already existence a public platform? I would say it's definitely the last part. You know, people like that have been around forever, back in the TV days, even whenever I was growing up. But it's like with TikTok, it's gotten worse. And I feel like TikToks like that encourage people to act that way. There was a TikTok I seen recently where people were basically running around like London and just like robbing shops, like 16-year-olds. And all of that is due to TikTok. I love TikTok. I think it's an amazing app, but it's created some awful people. How dare a 16-year-old Italian town not be car-centered? I had to walk 100 steps.
Every single influencer and TikToker who put the Amalfi Coast on my For You page over the last 2 months deserves jail time. Because while they showed you the gorgeous coastlines and the cute little towns, what they didn't tell you were the disclaimers. First of all, it's impossible to get here. You have to fly into Naples. Then you have to take a train from Naples to Sorrento. Then you have to stand in 90-degree weather waiting for a ferry to get on a ferry with all of your luggage. Mind you, we've been in Europe for 2 weeks. All of your luggage, lug it onto the ferry, get to Amalfi Coast, finally. Then, to get to the highest of the high points, the beautiful hotels with the gorgeous, there's no streets here. There's no cars driving. So you have to walk up 160 stairs with all of your luggage to get to the top of this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous area with these beautiful views, carry it, and then also all the power went out because the Amalfi Coast doesn't have the infrastructure to support this tourism. Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's not like you're meant to do all that research before you actually go. It baffles me how people will look at TikToks of places to go in the world and then just turn up without doing any research. I'm pretty sure that area is an island, so like of course you have to get a ferry. Like if I want to go some places in Northern Ireland, you have to get a ferry. If it's an island, you know there's not going to be like a train to get there. You have to go over the sea. When you didn't plan or research your expensive holiday. Exactly, like if you're going to travel somewhere, you have to research it. For me, if I'm going to go places, I have to actually make sure that I'm legally allowed to be there. I'm gay, if you can't tell. There's some countries out there that if I go, I could be arrested. Like, you have to do research before you go to places. When you're right, lady. I say we demolish half the town and set up a superhighway to divide the rich and poor areas. That way it can be as beautiful as Detroit or Dallas. I wonder if whenever she got there, she pulled out the Uber app. Uber's very, very big in America. I've been to America before, and where I was, they didn't really have footpaths. I know that's not what all of America is like, but I feel like with America, you're kind of expected to get like a car ride somewhere. Whenever I was there, if I wanted to walk somewhere, like they didn't really have like footpaths. In the UK, we have footpaths everywhere. Like you can literally walk anywhere. In America, for me, that wasn't the case. And I feel like she was maybe expecting there to be like a car to get her to the place. No, darling, you have to walk. Woman goes into random dorm and showers. Okay, so where is she? Ew!
That's my towel. That's my towel.
No. No way. Did she break in? I'm so sorry, did she just break in and go into your shower? That's illegal. This is so creepy. Imagine if a man did it. I'm glad they took her away. I actually seen a TikTok of a girl recently who was in uni accommodation, and she was talking about whenever she come back after classes, her room would stink. Like it had like a damp, musty smell. She put a camera in her room, and guess what? Homeless people were breaking in for her window and having orgies in her bed. I'm not joking, she had CCTV of it. It was 2 men and a woman in her bed, and they were breaking in through her window. And that right there is why you need to lock every window and every door in your house. Don't have to imagine. There was a kid who went to my high school that ended up bouncing around rehabs and halfway houses in Florida. He forced his way into a girl's room at the local college. He was trying to get into the showers. It made local news. That's basically like that uni girl story. Oh, that's so freaky. Imagine literally being in your dorm room, the room where you sleep, and someone's in there. Nah, I'm so sorry. At that point, I would just leave university. Like, I would never go back. Let her have the towel. I mean, would you want the towel back? Would you want to rub yourself with a towel and spin around a complete stranger who was in your shower? When two people who think they're the main character get stuck in an NPC loop. Oh, wait, I've seen this video before. I love it. So look, she goes to close it. And then that man opens it. And she closes it. And he opens it. And yet again, she closes it. Oh, and she's holding it. Yet again, why are they doing this? Like, why? I feel like this would be really good for like a romantic film. Enemies to lovers. And look, he's just holding his hand. Oh my god, imagine if like the window fell off. I'm kind of expecting one of them to turn around and smack the other person. Like, this is literally going to be going on for like a minute. I feel like this is how people lose their lives. Well, I'm telling you right now, if one of them had a gun or a knife, it would be over for the other person. A masterclass in passive aggression. Honestly, I low-key loved it. Like, it's funny. I want them to fall in love and have like a family. Like, I want a documentary to be made about them. I watched this whole effing thing when really I only needed to watch the first 10 seconds in a loop and it would tell the same story. I mean, yeah, I cut the video short because it was basically doing the same thing every 5 seconds. She would close it, he would open it, she would close it, he would open it, she would close it, he would open it. Like, it was literally just a loop. I watched the whole thing wondering who was gonna break first and say something. I was disappointed when neither of them did. I'm with you, like I literally wanted them to turn around and start arguing. And yet again, they should fall in love. Man does drink and drive and prank. Okay, so this video is actually fake. He isn't actually drinking alcohol, but for some reason he's pretending that he is.
Hey, buddy! Yes, sir! Come on, let's crack one together. Woo!
And look, he gets pulled over.
No.
Seems like it is.
That new Tesla cop, I think's pretty sweet, huh?
Has nothing to do with you drinking and driving.
I'm gonna pop a mint real quick.
Turn the truck off, please. Why would you do that?
Do you know Balin Levine?
Yeah.
He told me to quit vaping, so I picked up a new hobby.
Registration, please.
He told me to just pick up, you know.
What are you doing? Pour it out.
I do will let you guys know that he wasn't actually drinking alcohol, it was fake, but why? Why though? Like, that's what I'm wondering. Cop's demeanor is excellent. He's probably happy to deal with somebody like him rather than getting shot at. Cop is given I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed and concerned. I mean, I'm embarrassed. I literally have secondhand embarrassment for that man. Why would you pretend to drink and drive? Drinking and driving is very serious. That's how people lose their lives. People will drink, get behind a car, run people over, and then kill them. Like, it is very, very serious. And then, like, that man is just sat there taking a mickey out of it. Like, it's not funny. Was this guy absent the day brains were handed out? Maybe he's just dropped, or maybe his parents didn't love it. I mean, put it this way, no normal person acts like that, so maybe he's got like trauma. The day I realised my husband had changed the locks after I had an affair and was left pounding in the door, pleading, sick and furious. Well, funny enough, if you have an affair, you're obviously gonna get kicked out. Look at her name, Karen. That's such a Karen thing to do. The day I realised my husband had changed the locks after I had an affair and was left pounding in the doors, pleading, sick and furious. Well, do you want to know a good way of not losing your husband and getting the doors locked? Don't cheat on him. He gave up in the marriage instantly when he found out I was an adulterer. Oh my god, no way. Her actions actually have consequences. I felt ashamed and therefore I'm a victim. With people like her, they're always going to be the victim. They will never ever admit that they're in the wrong. And yet again, actions have consequences. Quite clearly, she doesn't understand that. Okay, so I think I've actually seen this guy before. He's playing copyrighted music, so I'm gonna have to put other music over it. I've seen him eating food before in a restaurant. Oh, how does he move his body like that? Okay. He's got good legs, I'll give him that. Like, to be fair, that video's not that bad. I've seen other videos of him which have made me cringe. Is this the same dude that was in the restaurant? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So basically, he'll go into restaurants, order food, and then eat it, but act like a baby. Like, he'll just overreact, if you know what I mean. It's just cringy. I would much rather him do that than go into restaurants and literally act like a child. Dude disrupts movie because he's not in his assigned seat. Okay, so we've actually seen this video before in one of my other videos. Sometimes whenever you go to a cinema, you'll pay for your ticket and then you'll be given an assigned seat. The whole point is that you're meant to sit in that seat. Obviously, this guy didn't want to.
Why do you have to have mine?
It's not your
Go
seat.
away!
That's not gonna.
I pay my money. I have a right to it.
Sit in your seat. Correct?
Yes,
that's
my
not,
seat.
That's not your seat.
How can you tell it's not my seat?
Because your ticket has your seat number on it.
Whatever.
Let's find it.
Whatever.
This can
Whatever.
be
Do your own
resolved
policy.
and
No,
you're
I'm gonna be an
arguing.
because you're being an asshole.
I am not.
I'm a patron here.
Okay, and I'm trying to
And
find
this
your
will be
seat.
the last time that I come to this imagined theater.
Okay.
All right,
great.
I paid
That
my
sounds
money.
great.
Does
Please-
anybody
please
here
don't come
think
back.
that
Please
this
don't come
is
back.
actually a thing where it's like it doesn't matter where you sit? It's not assigned seating.
It is.
Go sit in your own seat.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Please, sir, let's find your seat and we can start. the
No,
meeting.
I'm not going to.
Then I'm going to ask you to leave.
You did like 4 or 5 times.
Well, then
and
leave.
That's why now we have a disturbance. Because some other people can't just be like, you know what? I could sit right here.
Sir, we're not doing this.
One seat off.
We're not doing
one
this
seat off.
Let me step to the other side.
So if I were to move over one seat, everything would be okay.
Sir,
Is that what
Yes.
you're saying?
you're just
Is that what you're saying?
listen.
Does that mean?
Are you gonna listen?
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Be my pest.
Okay. At this point, you are disrupting the show for these fine folks. We're gonna ask you to leave. We'll get you a refund though. I'll be nice and get you a refund.
I don't know. I might want to be taken out in handcuffs now.
Sir,
I paid my money. I don't understand
we'll
why
get
it
you your-
is. If I sit over here, one
At-
seat, it's
at this
okay,
point-
and everything is right with the world. But if not, the world stops and everybody gets upset.
sir, let's go. I'll be nice and I'll get you a refund.
I want more than just a refund.
Okay.
Can I get a drink?
We'll take care of you in the lobby.
Fine.
It's
Then I
just
won't
not
come
funny,
back.
it's just embarrassing.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make sure everybody knows about this.
Okay. I appreciate that.
I'm capitulating because I don't want to watch the movie now. You ruined it for me. Because of your silly ass.
Okay. I apologize about that.
And it's a man.
Goodbye, everyone.
I thought that was a
Enjoy
woman.
your movie.
Yet again, like, why? It's just embarrassing. Is it the end of the world? No. However, if you get an assigned seat, you are meant to sit in that seat. I also do think he was sat in somebody else's seat, so they paid for that seat and he was sat in it, hence why he got kicked out. But yet again, he just freaks out over nothing. I love when people threaten to never come back. I used to work at McDonald's in high school, and I would just internally laugh when people said that over pickles in their burger. You're financially a speck in the sand in the desert to corporation chain. They won't know or care, but we all know they always come back anyway. That's what it's like with people in America boycotting, like, restaurants, or not restaurants like Target. They're like, oh my god, Target, the pride section, I'm never going back. I'm done with Target. They'll be in Target next week. And then on the flip side, if he never actually does go back, that's probably good for the company. It means they don't have to deal with customers again. I've seen this firsthand more times than I wish to admit, so effing embarrassing. Exactly, like, oh, it just gives you second-hand embarrassment. Is it really that deep? No. However, he should have just moved over and let them sit in the seats that they paid for. If you're in an airplane and you pay for a certain seat, you have to sit there. Now, I know a cinema isn't the same as an airplane, however, it's like the same concept. If you pay for a seat, you're meant to sit in that seat. How can you tell this is not my seat? Because your ticket has the seat number on it. Whatever. Why did even ask if he was going to whatever they answer? Because that's what he wanted. Like, I actually think these people enjoy arguing with people. Maybe it's a degrading king, because I swear to go out of their way just to be a nuisance. Or maybe he's trying to make people laugh, but in reality you're not laughing with him, they're laughing at him. Acting like this after a DUI is crazy.
Okay. Here, let me talk to you over here, okay?
Okay.
So, what happened?
No, honestly, the AC in my car is out. I was fixing my hair. I didn't realize they were braking as fast as they were.
Okay.
I didn't realize there's a big line, and I literally just smacked into them. I've had 2 shots and 1 drink tonight.
Okay.
Like,
You're under arrest for DWI right now, okay?
Why would you admit to drinking? Wait, did that guy say what a joke? Your girlfriend is drunk. Don't drink and drive. Yep, tears have now disappeared, but reality will soon kick in.
yes, I
What time do you go?
10:30. I'll be there. I'm not ready. I'm not even that drunk. I've had 2 shots and 1 drink.
Yet again, she's incriminating
But when
herself.
you put my mugshot on a t-shirt, I was like, listen, I just hit legs. He's like, I understand. He's fat, so he doesn't understand. I do not want any of these guys taking her to jail.
He's just.
Is that gonna affect me being a teacher? Do you know?
I mean, it might not affect you, but it might affect her if she wants to be a teacher. Having a DUI in your criminal record is not a good look. Why did I tell the police how much they had to drink? Because they're dumb. They're literally stupid. Number 1, she's dumb. Number 2, in her mind, it wasn't that much to drink, so maybe the officer would agree with her and let her go. Number 3, she's dumb. They also forgot to add number 4, she's incredibly stupid. I'm not even that drunk. See, the thing is, whenever she says that, she might be able to get away with it. In America, they do have limits whenever it comes to drinking and driving. There's like a limit where if you pass it, you get in trouble with the law. Me personally, I don't think anyone should be driving if they've got any alcohol in their system. She might actually be under the legal limit, so it's not like illegal for her to do that. She did crash the car, however, if she's not over the legal limit, like she can be like led away, which I just think is so dumb. I don't understand why anyone would have alcohol in their system and drive a car. Doesn't matter if you had 1 sip, 1 shot, etc. You've still got it in your system. And yet again, she might not even be that drunk. She might actually be under the legal limit. Just don't drink and drive. Even if you've had 1 sip and you don't feel tipsy, don't get in a car. Shame and scum with no concept of the lives they could ruin. You have to do keep in mind she did hit a car. Like, imagine if that was a person. I bet you should be reacting a completely different way if that killed somebody.
Trying the TikTok hack for a free shirt at Disney World Orlando.
If they're gonna give you a shirt, there's a reason for that, because you're underdressed. Okay, so you're waiting in line. Usually whenever you go to places like that, especially Disneyland, if they give you clues to where, there's a reason for that, usually because you're inappropriately dressed. Six Flags will give you a free shirt if needed. It's a plain grey, very itchy shirt, but they'll give it to you for free, lol. I'm sure she'll go there next and give that a go. Maybe she'll come back with ringworm. It's not a hack, ... Just like going to Taco Bell to grab a handful of their sauces because it's free, it is not a hack. The thing about that video that irritates me is the fact that, like, it's not an accident. It's not like she accidentally underdressed, she purposely done it. They used to do this. They used to give out shirts for people who didn't fall in line with dressing properly, but then it became this TikTok hack and everyone was doing it for free shirts, and now they don't do it. People are being greedy and ship it like this and ruined a good thing. Remember earlier in the video how I talked about kids were like storming into shops and stealing? That's what the TikTok hacks and trends are like. It's like these kids see people doing stuff and then they do it and ruin it for everyone. Filming in a gym does not give you priority over others. Oh god, it's one of these videos again. Get ready, let's see her freak out.
Are you kidding me? Again? Really? I have zero shame that I gave them dirty looks.
So you have no shame in giving them dirty looks, which means you think it's okay that you got upset for walking through your video when you set your camera up in front of the walkway to a dumbbell rack. The first kid is just getting some weights. The second kid, after hitting some flies, is going to put his weights back like he's supposed to, but then turns around to give them to his friend to use. If you look at that sign above your head, it says, please put equipment away after use. It doesn't say, please look out for people filming, then put your weights back. The gym is a shared space. You need to respect other people. If you can't do that, stay home. Filming gives you no priority over others. Mind your own business. Be better than that.
I mean, let's be completely honest, what was she actually expecting? If you put your camera in the main area of a gym, people are gonna walk in front of it. Yeah, film your rubbish low weight squat for us. The thing is, it looked like she wasn't even doing much, like she was just giving dirty looks. Put that energy into working out. She thinks she owns the gym. She's probably got princess syndrome as well. I've noticed that whenever it comes to gym videos, there's a certain type of person who thinks they're so much better than everyone else. And honestly, it's just cringy. I greatly appreciate the work that Joey is doing, but I feel like these people are purposely acting out in the gym just so that they can end up in his account. It's just rage bait at this point. I've actually noticed that with a few of these videos. Like, I feel like people purposely act out in social media so that they can get a reaction. We watched a video of a girl in a restaurant a few videos back where she was basically fake complaining to a waitress and her food wasn't good enough. It was a fake video, so it wasn't real. However, like, why? I mean, I understand why they post it because it gets some attention. Yet again, why? Girl got her flight cancelled. Can somebody please contact a church because we need an exorcism done? Some poor person was scheduled to sit next to that, dodged the bill and didn't even know it. Oh god, yeah, thinking about that, imagine sitting beside her for like 12 hours. Imagine that's like a really long flight. Like, it would be bad enough if it was like an hour flight. I don't know how long that flight was. I'm hoping it was meant to be a flight for like an hour. Imagine if it was like a really long one. My flight's been cancelled before, so I've done this internally but never acted it out, lol. Exactly, like I literally acted like that whenever I was a young child, whenever I didn't get my way. Sometimes I've noticed these people are basically young children in the body of an adult. Well, anyways guys, let's leave that video there. That's some main character syndrome. Hopefully these people get well soon. If you want to see me look at more videos like this, let me know, definitely will. Press like or subscribe and see you all tomorrow for another video.